Hello, so I decided to make one more video at least before I leave. The goal is to make more than just 2 videos for the entire year, but I obviously did not keep to that goal, as with many things that I don't really do when I plan to do them. Anyways, I feel very self-conscious of my hair because I just re-dyed it and I think it looks good when I take certain angles of it, but then if I turn it up, it kind of looks weird. But it's probably because I did not actually blow dry my hair, so it's curly. Anyways, and I'm not wearing my glasses. So yeah, I ended up staying in Germany an extra month and a month and a week because I didn't feel like leaving, and I don't really like the United States right now, so I have to go back anyways. But I'm sure once I get there, I will not hate it so much, and I will just be in love with my home country and all the good things that come with having an American passport and not living in the Eurozone, which means you are really constricted in how much you can do here. So I did not want to be a kindergarten teacher or anything like that, and that's about as many options as you have. When you don't speak good German, which I don't. So I have my notebook in which I write down things I should talk about, since otherwise I will continue blabbing for 20 minutes. I do have heels now because I talked about heels in the last video, and this is what they look like. They're wedges because it's easier to walk in, and they're really as low as you can get while still being heel here, but it works, and I feel very cool when I wear them, except when I fall. Things I will look forward to actually coming back to, there are 3 or 4 things, such as things being open on Sunday. I actually had a dream last some point in time where I was home and it was Sunday, and I was like, oh my god, stores are open, we have to go to Rite Aid. I don't even need anything, but I want to experience that. It's just it's weird to think about stores being open after a year of not having that. And I'm not sure I miss it that much because once I go home, I'm not going to have a set work schedule, so it's not like I'm going to have to. Sure, that was not going to be English. Okay. Anyways, I miss school, and I'm not going back to school, so I'll continue missing that. Late night coffee I do miss. I miss Tim Hortons a lot, and that means I could still relocate to Canada and be really happy with my life, because, yeah. But, that is fun, and getting coffee at Spot and other places in Williamsville is fun. I sometimes have, dreams still about that, green tea they have at Spot. It's really good. I would recommend it highly. I mean, yeah, it's definitely nice to have options other than drinking. It's kind of limited when you live with a host family because you can't invite people over, so you can either go out and drink, or you can go to other places and drink, or you can go to a park and you'll still end up drinking because everyone's going to bring beer. I miss some of my friends back home. That sounded really terrible. I mean, I miss everyone, but I guess to some extent you kind of expect that, or at least I expected that I would just stop being friends with some people, because it's just that is what happened when I graduated high school, and then when I graduated college and it was summer, and just every year throughout college, things changed. But yeah, it was, I miss some people, and there are other people it will be nice to see, and relatives and my grandma and stuff like that, and it'll just be nice to see people and not have to call them on phones, because I hate calling people on phones. There are a lot more things that I will miss here, though. Yeah, I will miss Toy Town. That was fun every Thursday, hanging out with different. Oh, this looks too weird. I can't. That's why I can never not keep my glasses on. I just look at my face and it doesn't look like my face. I'm just used to it. So Toy Town has been a lot of fun, and that is real cool. You get to meet other English speakers and hang out on a work night and have to get up really early next morning, which is always super fun. But as long as it wasn't that week or month of August is a month, it's not so bad because I can sleep in later. Day trips have been really fun, going to just different places in Bavaria and Austria, and that's about it, but that was a good amount. Yeah, just going on day trips with friends during the week, like, you can't really, I mean, you can do that. I guess I could try to do that more once I get back to the US, but everything is so spread out, and it's just, like, not as exciting. Like, I mean, it's cool to go to Rochester and see Emily, but, like, I'm going to Rochester to see Emily. It's not because there's really anything to see in Rochester. Sorry, Emily, because I know you'll probably watch this. And I'm sure Rochester is great, and I know it's artistic and historical and has some body of water or something running through it. But yeah, it's just like you can't get around. You can't like just take a train and go anywhere. Like, I mean, technically you can, but even just going to Toronto, it costs like $60 US by train, and like here you can get the Bayern Pass and go like 3 hours away for like €10 there and back. It's a lot different. So yeah, I do miss living next to Canada though. That is nice. But here I'm next to Austria, and that's kind of cool. And near Italy too, so I've gone there 3 times now. And every time I was just sort of like not, I mean I like it, and it's like a wonderful opportunity to be able to go there. But I'm just super glad my ancestors like hightailed my genetic code out of there, because I was just like not set up to be an Italian. Like, that is not in my blood. I like this orderly life and everything not Italian, just not my style. It's a lovely place, and Venice is beautiful, and Rome is lovely, and Florence is hot and also has churches, but yeah. I will miss like the bike culture, like Munich, yeah, other places like Amsterdam, obviously so. But biking is just more popular, so everything is more set up to accommodate biking and walking in cities. Or maybe it's the other way around, where it's more accommodating, so that's why people bike more. But I mean, still, it's you know, I bike every day almost to get to the S-Bahn, and that's fine. Like, I enjoy it. I don't mind living a bit farther away from the S-Bahn. I do mind living a bit farther away from the city, but it's okay. I got used to it. 45-ish minutes to get to the city, but I don't go there every day. It's like 3 or 4 times a week to see people and everything. And once you're there, so nicht schlecht. Yeah. Different German traditions I should probably talk about, and I always forget to talk about. I'm too used to things now, so it's hard to remember that that's not the way you're supposed to, or you're not usually doing things in New York. Like, Louis, he posted today about how in Munich, like, you're supposed to stand, when the escalators go up, you stand on the right, and then if people want to walk, they go on the left, and then people get really pissed off if you just, like, stand on the left, and because it's really annoying if you want to go up, and then you have to be like, where should we go? Get the fuck out of my way. I would not say that, I'm just kidding, it's a joke. But, yeah, like, I didn't remember that, I mean, I guess I knew that didn't really happen back home, but I didn't even realize that was Munich specific. I mean, I would just think that, like, I guess Americans are kind of lazy, and no one really tries to walk up an escalator. Like, they're too lazy for even an escalator. Like, everyone wants to use an elevator, if there is one, which there usually is. I mean, that's mean. I know Americans aren't that bad. I just, like, took a chance to make fun of them. Because I'm American, so I can do that, because I know what I say is not the full truth. People don't usually often eat as big meals here. I ended up cooking for my family, like, a nice full vegetarian meal every night. But, that wasn't really typical. Maybe it's because she's Canadian or something, but, usually people have smaller, like, broodsites, like bread time, I guess, meals, so they have, like, bread and cheese and, meat, I guess. I don't do it, so I'm not super familiar with that, but they just, like, put out a bunch of, like, cold spreads to have at dinner, and a lot of times, like, the kids eat separate with the adults, but I think that might also be because all my friends are au pairs, so that's the type of family I hear about, so, or family structure, rather. Kids also, although it's more Bavaria than Germany specific as well, but kids here go to school for a really short amount of time compared to how long we went to school. I mean, we got up, like, our school started at 7:45 and went until 3:30, 3:45 or something, and their school starts maybe around the same time, like 8-ish, but then they sometimes get out at like 11 or 12. Like, every time I go out in the city during the day, I come back and there's like a gaggle of high school children just like all on the S-Bahn. It's really strange because I'm just like, in my mind, I keep thinking like, are you skipping school? No, that's just everyone. So glad to not be a parent here because that would be like a little harder to keep track maybe of your kids, although I guess if you're in a different culture, blah 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 blah, it's different, but not really, because I mean that's why au pairs are very popular here, is because the parents don't have the time to be home and blah 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 blah. But not every parent is like that. Obviously, if you have more money, you're more likely to have an au pair, because you need extra space too. Yeah, I didn't write down any more useful notes. I don't know why I didn't think to do that, because I always run out of things to say and then start talking like this to fill up space. Well, this is the part of the room, the kitchen. This is where we eat, so you can't really, that's my desk. Those are the stairs to go up, and that's the family room, sort of, kind of, and that is the kitchen, which is actually connected. It's not so typical. They blew out some concrete or something to make it less Bavarian or something. Yeah, so, and my family's been very nice. I think it's always difficult being an au pair because you live with a host family, and it's weird to come from being in college and living rather independently. Like the last 2 years I was in 3 different apartments and we did all sorts of crazy but safe and educational, not educational, but safe mostly things. I mean, I don't even know why I said that. It's just very different to go from living with your friends to living with a family, even if they're a nice family and even if they don't care if I come back at 2 or 3 or 7 a.m. sometimes, but it's just different, and it's a different feeling of different restrictions, and you're living with a family, like it's just a different type of lifestyle, and I will be happy to live on my own soon, hopefully. I have a cat. I really want a cat, which is not perhaps a surprise, but if I get a cat I will be really happy. Or I could get a tarantula until I get a cat, but I really want a cat. Because tarantulas are like, they're fuzzy too, like they're not gonna love you. Like a cat will hopefully love you. And there are other things I want to, but they're not really as important. So I don't know where I'm going to live or do or what. I'm not totally set on the US, but I think right now I'm really not wanting to live in the US, and I was thinking like England or something, because at least like they speak my language and shit, because it just gets old sometimes. But or Canada, obviously Canada is, Toronto would be bomb, but I don't know how the job situation is there so much. Toronto, at least. Vancouver, yes. Toronto, no. And that's Vancouver's super far over. But probably nice. But yeah. Anyhow, I think once I get back and situated, I will just be like, it's not so bad. Like I can live here and not shoot myself unless Mitt Romney gets elected, and then in which case I would definitely be out. That's just like, yeah. I'm not yeah. But I have to go pick up Emma from ballet, so I should probably go, and I'm not really making a whole lot of sense because I haven't spoken in a video for a while, so it makes me nervous to hear my own voice. And I keep thinking like it'll turn out someone came home early and then the host mom will be like, why are you doing this? But I would normally make a video at night, but the lighting's really terrible. So, okay, ciao, have a good day, see you. If you're in America, make plans with me, I'll be back soon. And hopefully if I make money, I will visit Florida too for anyone who lives down there, but mostly my relatives. But yeah, and I can show you my new shirt because I like it. But yeah, I don't know why I felt like I had to do that, but I do like my shirt. It's cute. Alright, ciao.